A golden bed does not mean golden sleep. Learn why on this episode of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast.
Hey everyone, I wanted to recognize our sponsor, Traver Connect. Two words ring true for all of us in the automotive service space: the phones. When we hear those words, we instantly all sigh. Because as much change as our industry has seen, we still get an overwhelmingly amount of calls. No need to sigh though. That's where a good BDC comes in handy, doesn't it? I know the team at Traver Connect personally, and these guys get it. And they can help you build your service BDC. Or you can use their team to catch the calls you miss from well-trained team of agents that they have, or have them make outbound calls and set new appointments. Give Traver Connect a call today. As they say, revenue doesn't leave a message at the beep. Reach out to the team at Traver Connect at traverconnect.com. Dynatron Software is also an important sponsor for the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. As both technology and the auto industry continue to evolve, every dealership needs to ask themselves a very important question. Am I in the forefront or stuck in the past? Dynatron Software offers the latest in data analytics, business tools, and pricing optimization. Contact them for more info. Sales at dynatronsoftware.com. Guys, as always, help spread the message of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That helps us to spread the word. Also, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast app. Get the new episodes as soon as they're released. And now, here's another episode for you. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast. We are excited to have with us Kajal Khurana today. She is the author of Why Me First, and also, I don't know if it's the owner or CEO of a Body Mind Solution. Kajal, welcome.
Thank you so much, Dave, for having me on your show.
It's great to have you here, and we've had a couple of misses with me not being able to figure out time zones because you are in Singapore, so you are actually already into your Monday morning when it is still a Sunday evening here, and so we appreciate you starting off your week with the Fixed Ops Mastermind audience.
It's an honor. Thank you so much.
All right, so my audience is typically service and parts professionals in new car dealerships, and something that is overlooked a lot of times in that profession is the fact that we need to pay more attention to mindset and our bodies and how we actually approach the world. We tend to, it's a very male-dominated world, industry rather, and we tend to push aside those kind of things that can kind of be, I'll call them foo-foo looking to people, the softer side of things. But it's so important. Can you talk a little bit about what you do with the Body Mind Solution?
Absolutely. In fact, to be very honest, I give example of a car. Even in my book, you mentioned in the intro that I'm the author of Why Me First. Even in the book, in one of the chapters, I have mentioned our body. Imagine our body being a car, right? If you don't take care of your car, regular service, maintenance, if you don't put the right, good quality fuel, it's very difficult to run that vehicle, right? So our body is exactly like a car, If you're not treating it well, if you're not maintaining it through good quality sleep, food is fuel for your body. And mobility, I would say, more than exercise. The fitness industry emphasizes a lot on exercise, but I would say it's okay even if you don't find time to exercise. Make sure you're mobile throughout the day, you are active throughout the day, because mobility is the key to longevity. So my passion is to help people understand this, and make small lifestyle changes. And I am also very passionate about spreading this awareness to males more than females, because from my experience, what I have learned is some way or the other, females will find a way because there's a competition. They want to look good, they want to look younger. So there comes a point where they take care of their body and their mind versus male. They are so busy with their careers, their goals, that they give very little focus or emphasis to their health. So that's why I started my podcast as well, be bonfire entrepreneurs, to help entrepreneurs escape burnouts while they are hustling, or even if in their corporate world, they are high achievers like CEOs or managing directors. They hardly take care of their own health. So I'm very, very passionate about creating this awareness to help people understand that you don't have to go out of your way to take care of your body and your mind. While you're doing what you're doing, there are simple things you can adapt in your daily life to stay healthy and escape the hospital visits. So when you have all the money, when you have achieved all your success, you can enjoy that money, go on holidays, enjoy the bonfire on beaches rather than spending that money in hospitals. Sorry to say that.
Yeah, I love how you approach that because it's unfortunate, but so many times we see that happen, right? Where people have strived and worked hard their whole lives to get to the point where it's now time for them to enjoy it, and they can't enjoy it because they didn't take care of themselves while they were getting to that end point. And I guess missing the fact along the way that they should be enjoying it along the way, right? That it's the journey that's enjoyable. It's not the end. It's not the fact that you have a whole big pile of money sitting there that actually makes you happy. It's everything that happened along the way and all those emotions that are attached to what happened along the way that actually make you happy.
Absolutely. I mean, money can't buy happiness. It can give you different kind of freedom, I will say, but ask the people who have a lot of money, they are still not happy. They want more and more and more. And like I also say that golden bed cannot buy you a golden sleep. You can buy a gold bed, but you can't buy sleep. You can be sleeping peacefully on a wooden bed as well, as far as you're happy with what you're doing and where you are in life.
That is awesome. I'm writing that down. Golden bed cannot a golden bed cannot buy you golden sleep.
Yeah, I've mentioned that in my book as well. I think it's also in the back of the cover. So,
Yeah, that is something that I think is certainly missed by many. And as people are working and wishing that they had all this money, and they get that I'll be happy when kind of syndrome, right? That I'll be happy when I get that car. I'll be happy when I get X job. I'll be happy when I get the $1 million. And if you're the reality is, if you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy then either.
so true. So true. I tell people that we all belong to Club 99. I'll share the story if we have time later.
Club 99.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
I'm
want
gonna
to know what Club 99 is?
yes. Let's. I was writing it down to remember it, but let's hear about Club 99 now.
So there's a small analogy, okay? Maybe the story is cooked up, or I don't know where I heard it. So there is a rich man. He is traveling across, or say a king probably. He's traveling across, and then he sees a very poor family. Husband, wife, and a child, and they're very happy. So the king asked the assistant, or whoever is the person next to him, right hand person, "Hey, why are they so happy? I have everything in the world, the biggest palace and money and gold, but I'm not so happy as they are." So the assistant tells the king, "Sir, because they don't belong to Club 99." So now the king is very curious. What is this Club 99? Like I created curiosity just now for you as well. So the king wants to know, and the assistant says, "Okay, give me 99 gold coins, and I will show you what Club 99 means." So the king says, "Okay, let's watch this." He gives 99 gold coins to his assistant, and now this assistant goes and keeps this 99 coins outside of the poor family's home. So next morning when they wake up, they suddenly find out this treasure of 99 gold coins. And they're like super, first of all, they're shocked, they're surprised, and then they're super excited. And now they're thinking what to do with it. The husband is saying maybe we should go and report it to the police and just give it back. And the wife is saying no, we are already so poor, we should just, and we didn't go and steal it or something, it just came to us, maybe God sent it or whatever, let's keep it. And the young child also wants to buy his bag, his school books, and da da da. So they are just contemplating on what to do with this 99 gold coins. And now the husband says, oh my God, why don't we have 100? If we have 100, it will be such a nice thing. So now he's working hard to buy one more gold coin. And when he comes back home, he sees his wife is already, she went out shopping, bought new clothes, new shoes, and suddenly she has somebody come to their small little hut doing the renovation, making the house look nice. And the kid has also bought all the stuff, and the man is getting furious and upset and saying, hey, what are you guys doing? Why are you spending all this money while I'm hustling to get one more coin? So you see, the assistant proved the king that he doesn't belong to Club 99 because he's not hustling for that one coin. That's why he was happy. And now, overnight, all the happiness is gone because now they are fighting amongst themselves. I'm making more money. I want 100 coins while the wife wants something and the kid wants something. So they are now part of Club 99, where they are only working for that one missing coin. So in life, for most of us, we are working for one thing, maybe a Ferrari, maybe a Rolex, maybe a Louis Vuitton or Coach bag, and we are not happy with the 99 other things we have. So most of us belong to Club 99. That's why, we are hustling for one little thing. Like you said, if we are not happy now, we are never going to be happy.
Yeah, that is an awesome story, and so true, right? That sometimes we forget to be grateful for what we do have, and are only longing for more.
Right.
So, one of the things that you do is help people keep calm through meditation, yoga, and other things. I imagine that 2020 has brought a lot more people to you that needed to stay calm this year, as it has been a very challenging year for a lot of people. Tell us a little bit about your journey into meditation and into yoga and things like that, and how it has helped you and others along the way.
So I was very passionate about staying healthy, because when I was very young, my mom always used to say, health is wealth. If you lose money, you have lost something. But if you lose health, you have lost, a lot. So, and in Ayurveda also, we say a healthy person has many wishes, whereas an unhealthy person has only one, because that person only wants to become healthy again. So I was very passionate about staying healthy all the time. And when I finished my graduation, I started working in corporate. I didn't like it. Just within few years, I was like, okay, this is not me. People are just, the atmosphere also was not right, the environment, people are like so toxic here. I was like, okay, I need to do something which I'm really passionate about. And I can travel across the globe with that knowledge, not a product, but something which will be within me. So I explored and then realized, okay, I'm very inclined towards health and wellness, healthy eating. I used to swim and I used to walk even when I was very young. So I was like, okay, let's learn more about, how I can help others. So I started learning about yoga. I did my master's in yoga and meditation. And while I was, studying and working in the hospital within the university, I realized there were some patients who would not even move. So even yoga is not for them. Yoga is not for everyone. What is it that I can help them with beyond yoga and meditation? So then I realized, okay, maybe massage therapy, because sometimes with oil massage, people, their blood circulation and the oxygen level in the body improves. So I went and learned massage therapy. Then I realized, okay, people don't even like this, because sometimes people don't want other people to touch their body, or whatever fears or things they have, blockages in their mind. Then I learned Reiki healing. I was like, okay, this is the distance healing. So I kept learning and learning, about different aspects of health and wellness to cater to different people, because I always say there's no one size fit all. So somebody might want to fix their health through food only because their eating habits are not right. Somebody might want to fix their health through mobility because they are not moving, they have this sedentary lifestyle. And somebody is like anxious or have insomnia, their sleep is not well. So I wanted to be a one stop shop for people who are suffering in different aspects, into with their health. So I also studied nutrition. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist now. So this was my passion from the very beginning, and I've been working in this industry for 10 years now. And I understand that people have different requirements because their lifestyles are different, their eating habits are different, their upbringing is different. Even twins don't have same requirements. Their thought process is different, their likes are different, though they come from same parents, same mother's womb, same food when they were born, probably same clothes for a few years, same, everything was same for them, yet they grow up, when they are an adult they are very different. So how do we expect people to have a generalized approach for 8 billion people across the globe?
Right. Yeah. And you do see that happen often, right? Where they're going to tell you that this is the thing that will correct X, Y, and Z. When everybody is so different, that is an amazing journey. This for my normal listeners, this will be a revelation to them because I don't think I've ever said this on here, but I did actually train a little bit in Reiki also. So
Wow.
one of the something that will probably surprise most people that actually have worked with me or known me. But so for meditation, I I do meditate. I don't do it regularly enough. But how would you suggest that somebody gets started in meditation? I mean, sometimes it can be really intimidating, is the word I would use to meditate, and frustrating would also be a word I would use as people sit there and try to quiet their minds and don't understand what they're actually trying to do. Is there an easy entry point for someone to start in meditation?
I'm glad you asked that, Dave, because I definitely wanted to emphasize on something that there are a lot of myths food and fitness industry has created. That's why I started this online journey. Like few years back, I was anti-social media, to be very honest. But then I realized that I am not helping anyone if I'm not visible on social media, because if I really want to undo the damage a little bit of what fitness industry and food industry is saying, then I need to be active here. So that's where I started becoming so active on social media. I started my own podcast, wrote my own book, and even in the book, I mention about myths about food and fitness industry. About yoga, meditation, exercise, everything one needs to know. So, coming back to your question, yes, meditation is also not for everyone, right? As a beginner, when you have never done anything, for example, your audience who are into this industry of car, servicing and maintaining, their lifestyle is very different compared to other people. So, if I tell them today, hey, you know what, this is the solution for everyone, you can do this and fix your life, maybe it's not for them. So, for the beginners, yes, I will say be start more than doing meditation, start being mindful. You know, if you take out 2 minutes from your day, maybe early in the morning or midday, between your lunch break or late evening after you finish your work, just sit quiet. If you can close your eyes, do it and just watch your breath. Do not manipulate your breathing like a lot of people teach you, inhale and exhale. No. Only observe your breath, ride on the wave of your breath as you inhale, watch your breath moving into your nostrils. As you exhale, watch the breath moving out of your nostrils for 2 minutes. Put a timer on your phone, or have an alarm. Do this for 2 minutes as a beginner, and then you will see the changes, because you can't quiet the mind. It's a very higher level in yoga, fourth stage, I would say. And somebody who's very busy and has never done it, I tell them, okay, come, let's do meditation for 30 minutes and let's try to quiet your mind. Sorry, it won't work. So begin with 2 minutes of being mindful, being present in that moment. This is a great practice. We call it breathing technique for beginners. This improves the capacity of your lungs, sorry. It relaxes your nervous system, and it also helps you sleep better. So if you want, you can do this before your bedtime. Just sit on your bed, dim all the lights, don't look at your gadgets, keep them aside, and just connect to your breath. When you're connecting to your breath, you're automatically moving from outside to inside, to your own being. This is one thing. So it's very difficult to quiet the mind, especially for beginners. You can't do it. Just be mindful by watching your breath. Start with 2 minutes once every day. And if you think it's working, move to twice every day, and then thrice every day. And then you will see that automatically your nervous system is getting better and better, and you're changing the way you react to things. So your reactions might change to response. Most of the time, we are in reactive mode. We want to quickly reply. We want to, just snap. So, if you practice this, maybe you will see the changes. And why is it so difficult? Is because it's like a cleansing technique. If you have a pot which is very dirty and you're trying to clean it, you're scrubbing it and using water, all the dirt will come up. So sometimes when you're doing it, you feel anxious, you feel agitated, you feel angry, you feel upset because you've never done it. And there are so many deep rooted blockages in your body, in your cells. Our cells have memories. We don't realize this. So the cell memory, yeah? So you're doing something to cleanse your internal system. So in the beginning, you will have turbulence, but don't give up.
That was an awesome explanation, and I think people will find that even that 2 minutes of mindfulness, if it's something that you have not done, will seem longer than 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
Uh, it,
Absolutely. Every 30, 10 seconds, you will open your eyes and say, that's why I said put an alarm. Put an
yes,
alarm. That's easy.
yes, absolutely, and following your breath or seeing your breath, visualizing that breath coming into your body and filling your lungs and exhaling back out, it is so powerful. And as you start to expand that and expand out from that 2 minutes of mindfulness, it really does start to provide you that bit of peace in your life, which is kind of the basis of your book, right? Why me first?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. What brought you to probably the same journey that brought you to write that book is because it's such a passion of yours to help everybody with this. But tell us about the book.
So you see, I have also gone through a lot of stress in my life, right? Stress is inevitable. I say till we are alive, almost everyone, we will have stress. We will experience stress because of weather, because of environment, because of toxic relationship, whatever it is. Nobody can escape stress, I will say. But if you learn how to deal with it becomes much easier for you to handle situations in your life. So I have taken my journey, like my first pregnancy was very stressful in 2012, right? Our first daughter is born preterm. She was born only 28 weeks. She was in neonatal care unit for 55 days, and we went through physical, emotional, financial, mental stress, all kinds of stress. But because I was also into this industry already, I helped myself, because I knew if I am not healthy, especially mentally and emotionally, it's not only going to cause damage to my physical health, but also to my loved ones, especially my young daughter at that point of time. So that inspired me to write a book and tell people about my journey. Even though I'm into this industry, doesn't mean that I don't have stress. Like, you can't say a doctor that you can't fall sick. You know, if you go to a doctor and he has cold and flu, and you say, "Hey, you're a doctor, why are you falling sick?" So that doesn't make sense. So it doesn't matter who you are, where you live, what you do, what knowledge you have. Sometimes situations are not in your favor. But if you train yourself mentally, and it takes time, transformational changes need daily implementation. So if you change your mindset and make it stronger and become positive, there is nothing in the outside world which can cause turbulence or chaos in your internal world. It's not easy, but it's achievable. So, for example, if I would get upset with something and I would live with that feeling or that thought for a few days or for a few weeks or a few months, few years back, now it's only few minutes. So that's the change. If even if I don't feel right about something, I quickly start talking to my own mind. That's why I say your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Somebody does something to you very small, which is external, which was not in your control, but then your mind starts writing a novel inside here, maybe a 500 pages. Why did she say this? I'm always so nice to her. She doesn't realize, da 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 da. Or even with your spouse, he doesn't understand me. He always is thinking about himself, or your kids, or your colleagues. It can be anything. One small trigger outside can cause a lot of damage inside. So, how you can train your mind to change that story within? It is possible. Anybody can do it, but it needs practice. It needs, like commitment, determination to do it. So, that was my inspiration to write the book about my own journey, about stress, about being mindful, and also some myths about food and fitness industry.
Yeah, the self talk is definitely difficult for a lot of us. I have certainly struggled along the way in my life with the negative self talk, and it's the natural predisposition, if you will, right? As human beings, we go to the negative. It's what was bred into us to keep us safe all those years, and you don't really need it to keep you safe now, and now it tends to do a lot more damage than it does help you, and you need to be very conscious about that, and make sure that you do change that inner talk to be a positive inner talk, and as you say, when you have that positive attitude about you, then that means that's kind of like your shield, right? You're not going to allow those negative effects to get into your mind and hurt you. And although having a positive attitude is not going to allow you to do everything in the world, it is certainly going to allow you to do more things than if you had a negative attitude about things. So changing that mindset is absolutely essential as a step in increasing or decreasing your stress and how outside factors affect you.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. Being positive all the time certainly doesn't help you all the time, but at least, even if there are people who are trying to cause damage, you can control it, right? You can
Yes.
have your limits and your boundaries. I'm not saying be super nice to everybody and take everybody's shit. Not really. Like, I learned it from a German boss of mine. He said, first of all, don't let people shit on your head. First of all, don't do that. Stop it there. Second, if they did it, don't let them rub it in. So, so definitely be nice to yourself. So you're not feeling bad for your own actions and your own thoughts. That's why it's why me first. If I am healthy, emotionally, mentally, physically, I can control everything outside. That's why me first. People think it's being selfish. I don't think so. It's about taking care of yourself. Like, I also give this example of aeroplane. Most of the time when you're traveling, there is an instruction in the beginning before the flight takes off, that if the oxygen levels drop down, oxygen mask will be dropped, and you need to put your oxygen mask first, even if your child is sitting next to you. Only when you are alive, You can protect your own kids or your own family. So if you are healthy, me first. In everything, I have to take care of myself first. Only then everything will fall in place.
Yeah, that's a great a great analogy there, and you're absolutely right. You do have to take care of you, and sometimes that's a more difficult decision to make than at other times. But like you said, without yourself healthy, you are not there to be able to help anybody else in your life. And I would hope that that's all what we're here to do, is to try and help others, and through helping yourself, you can help more people along the way. Kajal, thank you so much for joining us today. This was an amazing discussion. How can people reach out and find you?
Thank you so much, Dave, for having me here. It was an honor and pleasure talking to your audience. They can find me at LinkedIn. I'm very active there. If they can look for my name, Kajal Khurana, or I have a website, bodymindsolution.com. It's without an S, so it's BODYMINDSOLUTION.com. So those are the
All
two
right.
places.
We'll make sure we get those linked up into the show notes when this show goes live. Thank you very much. Have an awesome week. I hope this was a good start to your week.
It
And
was definitely.
good.
Thank you.
I look forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Take care.
Take care. Another information-packed session of the Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast is in the books. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your support. Remember to download Fixed Ops Mastermind podcast on your favorite podcast app and to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. We thank again our sponsors, Dynatron Software and Traver Connect. Make sure you guys visit them. They've got some incredible products to help your dealership excel. Until next time, thanks for joining us.